Hello everyone, welcome to the CTV News on Calabash TV and on the Wave Radio 94.5. A special broadcast tonight as Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony delivers a statement to the nation. After months of speculation from the sports fraternity and the wider public on whether St. Lucia would indeed host the 2017 Commonwealth Games, Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony has made a definitive pronouncement. St. Lucia will not host the Games due to financial constraints and the unavailability of the George Odlum National Stadium. Here's Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony.
As you are aware, in May 2011, the government of St. Lucia approved the request by the Commonwealth Games Association of St. Lucia for financial support in its bid to host the Commonwealth Youth Games in 2017. As leader of the opposition at that time, I provided a letter of support for the bid, albeit with some reservations as to the projected cost of the Games. Since that time, St. Lucia, like most other Caribbean countries, has experienced a significant economic slowdown brought about by the global recession. Our economy is only now beginning to show signs of recovery. My government assumed office in late November 2011, and we remain hopeful that we would be able to identify a source of funds to finance the Games that would not involve increasing our national debt or burdening the taxpayers of St. Lucia. One of our biggest challenges was the necessity to use our national stadium as a temporary hospital following a fire in 2009 that destroyed the St. Jude Hospital in the south of the island. Unavoidable adjustments in the design of the new hospital have delayed its completion, which is now expected to be in late 2016. The cost to rehabilitate the National Stadium is now estimated at Eastern Caribbean $15 million, and the works cannot be completed in time for the Games in 2017. As this is the only venue with an accredited athletics track, we have regretfully concluded that we cannot host the athletics component of the Games in 2017. We informed the Commonwealth Games Federation of this predicament in June, and were grateful for their understanding and flexibility in offering the option of finding another neighboring Commonwealth Caribbean country that could host the athletics component for the Games in 2017. We authorized the Minister of Sports to commence formal discussions with other regional countries to jointly host the Games with St. Lucia, and a proposal was made to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis earlier this month. The local organizing committee for the 2017 Games revised the budget for the Games in St. Lucia, but our ability to guarantee the financing for the Games was now contingent on a positive response from the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and the approval of the Commonwealth Games Federation for the joint hosting of the Games. We are grateful to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis for their willingness to consider this proposal. However, we accept that because of the late notice, it was not possible for them to respond to the proposal in time for the General Assembly of the Commonwealth Games Federation in Auckland, New Zealand. In the absence of a definitive response from the government of St. Kitts and Nevis and uncertainty as to the revised costs of the Games, including any financial commitments that may be necessary for athletics to be hosted in St. Kitts and Nevis, my government is unable to provide the unconditional financial guarantees that would be necessary for the Commonwealth Games Federation to approve the proposal for the joint hosting of the 2017 Commonwealth Youth Games at your General Assembly on September 2nd, 2015. It may be possible for us to provide the necessary guarantees at a later date, but we cannot expect the Commonwealth Games Federation to delay a decision on the joint hosting of the 2017 Commonwealth Youth Games at this late stage. We have therefore informed the St. Lucia Commonwealth Games Association and the local organizing committee that we have no other choice but to withdraw our offer to host the Commonwealth Youth Games in 2017 and to express our sincere apology for any inconvenience and disappointment that this decision will cause. We remain as a country committed to the ideals of the Commonwealth and the value of the Commonwealth Youth Games, and we will find ways of providing other avenues of support and assistance to the young people of St. Lucia to make up for this missed opportunity. I thank you for your patience and understanding and wish you success in your General Assembly and at the 2015 Commonwealth Youth Games to be held in Samoa.